This is the last मैं संगीत का विद्यार्थी हूँ और अभी हम राग भैरवी गाने वाले हैं। भैरवी का जो इम्पोर्टेंस है कि आप भीमसेन जी ने कहा था कि हम 3-3 घंटा गाते हैं और बाद में लोग बोलते यार आपकी भैरवी अच्छी हो गई तो 3 घंटा क्या किया। So I am sure with my eminent speakers will be having a footprint left in your hearts in the coming 20-30 minutes. I welcome all my speakers. I will introduce them one in all so that we don't spend time later. So first we have first speaker is Chief Technology Officer from Kingfa, Yajie. He is a postgraduate in Polymers and his main work is on R&D carbon black and filled thermoplastics. We have next speaker from Mahindra and Mahindra, Dr. Balaji KV. He is a specialist in rubber, plastics and composite materials. He has several patents on his name and various publications. We have third speaker, Dr. Sankar Rajan. He is a plastic nanocomposite specialist and his postdoctoral fellowship in magnetic nanocomposites. So, we have Dr. Krishna Koorella from Ashok, Leyland. His PhD from NIT Trichy. He has 20 years of experience and he has been heading the material engineering department in Ashok, Leyland. He has 4 patent applications and publications in 10 journals. So with that, I invite Mr. Yajie.
Sanyaji is not able to attend due to other priorities, so I am going to present on behalf of him. I am Shanmusundaram, taking care of Western Business Unit in Kingfa Science and Technology. So now I am going to talk about potential plastics opportunities in EV and white goods. The first one is Kingfa introduction. Kingfa is established in 1993. We are the listed company and we have 18 factories around the globe. And last 2023, our sales volume was 3.58 million tons with sales revenue of 48 billion RMB. So Kingfa core focus is on advanced polymer materials. There are 4 business segments. The first, based on that, our industrial chain, value chain is innovation, production, services and applications. The 4 core businesses are modified plastics, that we are doing it in India as well, and new materials which consist of biodegradable plastics, specialty engineering plastics, and green petro, we are doing that thermoplastic copolymers, PP and ABS, as well as hydrocarbon and hydro energies. And healthcare, this we started in during the COVID, and we are doing the medical product with mask, gloves and protective gloves, etc. This is our global layout. There are 11 factories in China, 3 in India, and we have a factory in Malaysia, Germany and USA. Also we are expanding in Poland, Vietnam, Mexico and Spain. This is mainly because we want to near to the customers so that we can able to give better service to the customer. So this is a Kingfa India outline. So we have 3 operations. So total capacity of 1.5 lakh tons. This we are also listed company, and last year sales volume is 1 lakh tons and revenue of 1.185 million USD. So these are all our quality systems. So this electrical vehicles and various applications, this is the first topic I am going to start. So for that electrical vehicles, there are 5 major characteristics we need to provide with respect to material perspective. That is the strength like vibration test, drop test, low temperature impact, and long-term lifespan like heat aging, heat cycle, creep resistance, and stability with minimal material deformation and good dimensional stability. With respect to
first, I would like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity, and all my friends, industry friends who are here. It's a nice homecoming. So to start with, in a typical automobile, how is the material mix? So that's going to be where I'm going to start with, and then catching on to future mobility trends, and then moving on from there with functionalities. So friends, this is a typical material mix in today's mass market car. You would see that plastics would contribute to around 10%, and somewhere around 10 to 20% probably in a mass market car, and that is plastics composites put together. Whereas if you look at a car like a BMW i3, close to more than 55% is polymers, plastics. So and Europe, since morning we have been discussing that Europe is doing good in this area. So how can we increase the material mix from 10 to 15 to more than 50? I think that's the quest. A lot more applications are being discussed today with that in mind. And we know that a 10% reduction in vehicle mass, fuel economy is increasing by 6%. So that's the area where we have to focus on. So, in today's mobility, what are all the key drivers? So we all know lightweighting is a major driver. Last slide we talked about that. Then we had something called perceived quality, the gaps, the fit and finish. So this is again an area where polymers are being used in, say, bumpers, fenders, tailgates, front-end modules, various parts. Like if you take the typical interior, then you have a dashboard, and then you have different materials in it. We have polypropylene, you have polycarbonate, you have polyamide, you have ABS, PCABS, and then the white, the gray area, which you see in this cockpit of XUV 700, it's a skin. So it's like a multitude of polymers coming together. So managing the gaps, the flushness, and managing it with regard to the different coefficients of linear thermal expansion. So, and different colors, so the ability to color it and the consistent harmony. So I would say that these are the challenges.
The organizers of IMBM PET packaging, thanks a lot. This is a very good opportunity to meet not only the community that gives us the parts from an OEM standpoint, but also interact with them, understand how they do it, and how we can improve the efficiency. As the speakers before me have talked about the key drivers, I would like to be a little bit more focusing on what makes the automotive industry run. What are the drivers? This will be an exhaustive list. However, each and every OEM, the original equipment manufacturers, have their main key drivers derived from this. So the first one is alternate fuels, and this is where most of the research is going on the fuel front. Second thing is fuel efficiency, whether it is gasoline, electric vehicle, or hydrogen. We always talk about the mileage, right? So that is very critical. That is the second one. The third one is the sustainability portion of it. It's our company is already a sustainable company. We are one of the first EV manufacturers in India to have that say in it. So sustainability, not only from the vehicle standpoint, but also from the materials and processing. Okay, so that is very essential to have a sustainable environment as well as a sustainable business, because we are all here ultimately to do business, right? But our aim is to protect the environment in the big picture. So sustainability is something very important. And then how do you get there? We can do some life cycle management assessment studies to understand how we are achieving that particular goal. And of course regulations. Regulations can be your crash, safety or chemical related. Okay. So these are the first things that most of the OEMs look at to be in the cutting edge of technology.
So finally we have come to the final presentation of the day. So please bear with me for 10-15 minutes. I'll try to finish it off before the time. Yeah. Okay. Now, so how many of you, I just ask one or two questions. So how many of you are tired? Somebody can raise. I think most of us. So now, how many of you know about hydrogen vehicles? Because everybody is talking about hydrogen vehicles, so hydrogen economy, and daily we are hearing the news like Adani is investing in billions of dollars in green hydrogen, and Mr. Adani's group is investing, and so many things is happening in the across the globe. It is happening. So what is hydrogen vehicles, and how, where are we as an industry in this, and what is the plastics role in from commercial vehicles perspective? So I'm going to talk about. So this is my presentation. So I'm going to talk about my company first, then why hydrogen vehicles. So most of us know, but still for the benefit of whoever not known that, for their benefit I will just give some brief on that. Then hydrogen manufacturing processes, because we have different colors of hydrogen. So like somebody talked about green, somebody talked about gray, and there are other colors also like black, pink. So many colors are there. So I will just explain what are the different colors of hydrogen, and what are the different hydrogen vehicle technologies. So what is present in India and across globe. Then role of plastics. This I will skip because in the interest of time. Then major challenges. What is the major challenge in hydrogen vehicles? First, about my company, Ashok Leyland is a Hinduja Group company. It is a 75-year-old company. So India is second largest commercial vehicle manufacturer. So last year's revenue is somewhere around $4.5 billion. So last year we made almost 1.9 lakh vehicles. Then market share is 30%, and we are number one in bus segment. We are present in 50 countries, and we have 9 manufacturing locations, 7 in India and 2 in abroad. So everybody's, whenever somebody says pollution, so straight away they will attribute that to automotive segment. So we are working towards innovation technologies, so where low pollution or no pollution kind of. So we are like we are working in battery electric vehicles, we are working fuel cell electric vehicles, and all other alternate fuels like methanol, ethanol, and then LNGs. So all powertrains we are working on the. Then why hydrogen vehicles? So why hydrogen vehicles? Everybody is talking about why hydrogen vehicles. So what is the need of hydrogen vehicles? So practically there is no emissions in hydrogen.